for laid-off GM workers, and Saturday mail delivery may be allowed to continue. Those stories and more straight ahead on News Scene Update.
There's still time to get up to a $1,500 cash rebate at Toyota City, 717 Ritchie Highway. Buy any remaining 79 Supra at Toyota City and get a $1,500 cash rebate. Choose a 79 Celica and get a $1,000 cash rebate. Toyota City also has new 1980 Triumph TR7s with a $600 cash rebate and 1980 MGBs with $500 cash rebates. You can take the rebate in cash or use it as your down payment at Bill Schaefer's Toyota City, 717 Ritchie Highway, Glen Burnie.
They say I'm rough, they say I'm mean, but that's the toughest dealer I've ever seen.
Now that Steeler's even tougher to beat. During Uniroyal's $50 Steeler rebate blitz, buy 4 quality Steelers and get $50 back. See your Uniroyal dealer while the blitz is on.
To get to our 3rd straight Super Bowl, I'll just surround myself with 4 tough Steelers.
Uniroyal's $50 Steeler rebate blitz.
4 convenient locations. See Sunday paper for details.
In new mushroom sandals, so she's walking on air. Air bubbles. Millions of air bubbles trapped in the original mushroom's comfort sole cushion you. And lightweight mushroom sandals flex naturally with your feet. If mushrooms in any style aren't the most comfortable shoes you've ever worn, return them with your receipt and you'll get a refund.
Mushrooms are available at Hoschel's.
How many seed companies will guarantee you their grass? We will, because we're Scott's. Watch this. This is Scott's family grass seed. Just follow directions, keep it watered, and in 14 days or so, it'll start growing. Before you know it, you'll have grass that's got some real fight to it. Scott's family seed. It's so good, we guarantee it'll grow, or we'll give you your money back.
News Scene Update's Wayne Lynch is still on the scene of that fire at 701 West Baltimore Street. It's still burning pretty much out of control. We will go back to him for a live update before this newscast is over. Well, the people at the post office say they may have come up with a way for Saturday mail deliveries to go on, but it will cost us something. The Postmaster General told Congress that for just a penny more postage on every letter, Saturday deliveries won't be stopped when the budget is cut. Congress is considering an $800 million cut in the post office's budget. Well, that cut is just one of the proposals President Carter and Congress are working on to balance the federal budget. The chief White House economic advisor called the latest inflation rate very dangerous. He said it's reaching out to too many parts of the American economy. Charles Schultz said in the past inflation was pretty much limited to energy and mortgage costs. President Carter is expanding his war on inflation. He says he wants to cut more than $15 billion from his 1981 budget. That's $2 billion more than he planned to cut early this month. But he says none of those cuts will affect programs like Social Security and Medicare. Those proposed cuts go to Capitol Hill on Monday. Auto companies say there's no sign yet that the Federal Reserve Board's credit tightening moves have had any effect on domestic car sales. Sales figures show mid-March was the 5th best month ever for car makers, but sales were 16% below last year's level. Now, in spite of that encouraging news from the car industry, hundreds of workers have been laid off from Baltimore's General Motors plant very recently. Tonight, they got some good news. The federal government has decided those workers are eligible for help. That means they can get benefits of up to 70% of their normal wages. Well, some of those workers may need that money to pay for a property tax hike in Baltimore. A city budget official told lawmakers in Annapolis an increase may be needed to pay for salary hikes for city workers. George Peendak was the first city official to say a tax increase may be needed to balance the city's budget for next year. We'll be back with more of News Scene Update and an update on the fire going on West Baltimore Street right after this.
Here's a 30-second preview of your South Carolina beach vacation. Myrtle Beach. Charleston. The Resort Islands. Write for this free 64-page book.